Hi, I'm Jen from Acadian Accounting Education, and today we are going to practice creating and applying a vendor credit. So if you would like to grab a copy of the exercise, be sure to click on the link in the description, and let's get started. All right, let's create that vendor credit. Now, this exercise is coming from our Level 1 ProAdvisor certification course, which if you would like more information about that course after we go through the exercise, be sure to click on the link in the description. But let's dive in and read through today's scenario. Craig purchased 10 rock fountains from Tim Philip Masonry and has received but not yet paid the bill. One of the fountains, however, was cracked. When Craig contacted him about the cracked fountain, Tim agreed to deduct the cost of one of the fountains from his current bill. Create Tim's bill, then create a vendor credit and apply it to the bill. Now, you'll need to be in the sample company to do this exercise. If you are not sure how to get into the sample company or get your own free QBOA account, be sure to click on the link in the description. I have the sample company here on the left side of my screen. Once you sign in, this is what it will look like. So let's go ahead and get started with the exercise. We need to create that bill first. So we're going to click on the plus new button and then select bill. So the plus new button is on the top left corner of the screen. Click on that. And then under vendors is bill. Once it comes up for us, we're going to start filling it out. So in the vendor field, we're going to select Tim Philip Masonry. I'm going to close out of this. Feel free to do the same if you have that up. So here's that vendor field. Go ahead and click on the down arrow. I'm going to start typing his name so that it comes right up for us. You can do that or you can scroll to find it. Once you do, go ahead and select it. Now you'll notice that as soon as you select his name, that there is a purchase order that appears in this drawer to the right. This is the previously agreed upon price for the fountains. We're going to go ahead and click on add. So go ahead and do that. And then in the quantity field, we want to change the quantity to 10. Remember, this is the original bill. So let's scroll down to this item details grid. Right now it says 1. Let's click into it and type a 10. When you click out of it or you hit the tab key, you will see that QBO automatically makes the calculation for us. So nothing left to do here on this bill. We are just going to go ahead and click on the green Save and Close button. So I'm going to click on the down arrow, select Save and Close. And now that bill has been saved. Now let's go ahead and create the vendor credit that Tim had promised. So we're going to once again click on that plus new button and this time select vendor credit. So the plus new button on the top left corner, click on that. And then under vendors is vendor credit. Go ahead and select that. Once again, once it comes up for us in the vendor field, we want to select Tim Philip Masonry. So I'm going to click on the down arrow. I will scroll this time and there is his name towards the bottom. This information is going to appear for us. As a note here, this payment date field is just going to default to today. It also did it on the bill. For the purposes of this exercise, perfectly fine to leave it as is, but in a real life scenario, make sure that the dates are matching the dates of things actually happening. The bill, the payment, the credit, all of that needs to be matching. Dates are super important when you're doing bookkeeping, so just keep that in mind as you're doing books in real life scenario. All right, so we want to do the item details grid since this is an inventory item. So we're going to click on the arrow here to open it up. On the first line under product and service, we're going to select Rock Fountain. So click into that, click the down arrow. Rock Fountain happens to be the second one listed here. So go ahead and click on that. You could have also typed Rock Fountain and it would have come up that way as well. All right, so now we can just go ahead and save and close out of this vendor credit because remember, it was only one fountain that that was cracked, and so that is what the vendor credit is for. So let's go ahead and click on the green Save and Close button on the bottom right corner. And now that vendor credit has been saved. Finally, let's go ahead and apply the credit to the bill. We do that when it's time to pay. So we're going to click on that plus new button once again, and this time select Pay Bills. So the plus new button on the top left corner, click on that, and then under Vendors is Pay Bills. Go ahead and select that. And once it comes up, we are going to click on the checkbox next to Tim Filt Masonry. Now you'll note that the credit is automatically applied to the bill, and you can choose to use all of the vendor credit at this time or reserve it for a future bill. So if we look here, this is showing here as here is Tim Filt Masonry's. It's not showing anything in the credit right now, but once you click on that checkbox, you will see that that credit is now being applied. Now, note that the credit is automatically applied to the bill, and then again, you can choose to, oh, I just said that, you can choose to, you can choose to apply it now, or you can reserve it for a future bill. In a real life scenario, at this point, you can proceed with payment. We're not going to be doing it as part of this exercise, but just know that that is something you can do. So let's just go ahead and click on the down arrow and we can save and close. Oh, it's going to ask for the payment account. I'm just going to say it's checking, and then we're going to go ahead and click on save and close. Obviously, in a real life scenario, you want to make sure that that matches properly. But that's it. That is how you would create the bill, create the vendor credit, and then apply it. Now, if you like this exercise and you'd like to do more like it, or you would like more information about that Level 1 ProAdvisor certification course, be sure to click on the link in the description, and I will see you next time.